is. 가정은 제대로. 그래서 드림이 이제 전에 지들 나오는 시 대중문에 축두버디 싸우니까 말이지. 장제도 무시기 타다라의 로선 것이 축두 딘주소 달라시네. 나올리는 당소산에 고주라지 소 남데스. 송대야. 단 그래서 직접 아마 다시밖에 뭐 나날리는 여기 밑에 소는 시리 강다 말한도리가 ten중문에 이어가 지금 나한테 이 강전능 줄이 대다도 들어요 말이지. 그래서 딱 하는 말도 나한테야 탈면에 얘들 중에 향도 맞대 주산에 내로리아 민대 샤섬시 때는 쳐 민도 강은 주세 된 랑서듯이 탈면에 얘들이 로샤这个人呢，他怕打出灾难，等这个他呢就是的，与这个染色的去肯定是多灾难没关系，和团队那个呢，在这年，他不的人，但没老师是看见说这个，人他不的哦，但明天啥什么事情，他提纲的呀，人们去提纲多这个多，人的好的，太能这个要的。안다 당신님 지시다로 자야래 딴데요래 예래요래 예서대 제가 치면이나 매버래 다 가르쳤으나 다 민대 예서지 자 드림이 이르잖아요 어떻게 한다 다 타녀도야 랑제 안에 랑제 미시가 되게 소인지 숙동하고 세고 땅단 지었다 숙화 뭐저 도레스 숙신 주주세 전체행기 그다음 숨진 시에 되게 믿고 그래 ten중문에 들어지 딱 매거지 그래서 근데 이제 숙도 먹고 사고 따다 숙도는 이동 이제 숙이 동안 있어서 따라 찾아
So in the text we read form is emptiness, emptiness or form is empty, emptiness is form, emptiness is not other than form, and form too is not other than emptiness. This formula is known as the fourfold exposition of emptiness, the famous fourfold exposition of emptiness, and similar statements are found also in, say for example, 25,000 lines on perfection of wisdom, and also in Ratnakuta Sutra for a particular text known as the chapter of Kasyapa's questions, or Kasyapa Parivarta, where there is a statement which says, the Buddha says that it is not the case that emptiness is emptying form, emptiness is negating form itself, rather form is empty. And this statement of form is empty is an important one, because if one, for example, all of this relates to the way in which we perceive the world, we perceive reality, and in our naive perception of the world, whether it is one's own personal inner experience or whether it is outer phenomena, when things appear to our mind or when we perceive them as if they possess some kind of objective reality out there that is self-defined, that has its own independent existence. Now, many Buddhist schools accept the validity of that perception. Just as we perceive things appear to us as having some kind of objective reality that is self-defined and so on, other Buddhist schools maintain that this is true. Now, according to them, then when we read the teaching on emptiness, then in a sense we will be understanding emptiness as a form of something coming into being to empty the form of something. So therefore, according to that line of reading, one will not be able to fully appreciate the force of this equation when Buddha says that form is empty and emptiness is form. However, according to the reading of masters such as Chandrakirti, where the notion of inherent existence is rejected even on the conventional level, then when we talk about emptiness of form, we are negating the validity of the very perception of form that we have, that contains in it the notion of form possessing some kind of existence out there, objective, self-defined, defined by its own, reality, being able to stand on its own, having some kind of self-supporting, substantial reality. So Chandrakriti rejects that. So therefore, when the Buddha says form is empty, and if we read it understand it according to Chandrakriti's line, then we will be able to fully appreciate that force, because we are not negating something that is extraneous to the form to prove that it is empty. Rather, we are negating the validity, reality of the very perception of the form that we have. So the form as we perceive does not exist. So the form is empty, then becomes very literal statement. And this is an important point. And so given that when we perceive form, we perceive it as enjoying this kind of self-defined objective reality, and then when we search for the reference to the term form or the concept form, we do not find anything, on the side of the object that can withstand that analysis and point out to us where we can point our fingers and say, this is the real thing. However, this does not mean that the phenomena under investigation does not exist at all. The phenomena does exist, but it does not possess the kind of existence that we attribute to it, that is objective, that is real, that is definable. So, which then leaves no choice other than to say that existence is only a nominal existence, something that we impute upon it. And in some sense, it's a kind of given that our experience affirms that things do exist, because we get hurt by certain things, we can benefit certain things. For a Buddhist practitioner, we can even engage in practices of exchanging of self and others in that kind of bodhicitta meditation. So phenomena does exist, they make an impact upon us, but yet when we search for the reality, and since we are not able to find that is any objectively definable, then the only choice that is left for us to attribute the existence or reality is nothing other than nominal reality. So this is why in the sutras and also in the Madhyamagga masters' treatises, they use the expression, the mere name, mere label, mere designations, and so on.
Yeah. So that 장교순기 세월스와 예시 예매장 타된 dinge 롱롱 전두진 인수면함사. 예 여러분. 당신 여러분이 나는 졸로 대중문에 이해하지 대중문에 그것이 나한테 비바이나 민성을 마서. 다 롱롱 전두도 와. 처진에 처들의 민성 다섯 살이 세기를 대중문에 이것이 나한테 중요해서 있나? 그런 게 두도 와. 대중문에 그것이 있는 것도 되게 말이지. 방면에 두셔서 싸우는 여 말이다. 또가 딱섬실에 민교왕의 여성들이 있으려고 있잖아요. 딱 편해서 이 라면에 여기다가 나한테 대각전은 줄이 머리에 아니 레벨 왕게 din나를 마도 tenjing원에 대답 들어야 말이에요. 민zam이slerde 민zam인데 삼대 민교왕의 여번 민대 tenjing원에 여번 이거 쟁주잖아요. 나동이부터 점점 끼지지 못하고서 낭sam래 tenjing원에 내가 있잖아요. 낭sam보 나동이부터 저주를 와 저주된 거지. 다장 안 하고 나오면 시집 되는데 얘가 있나? 나동이부터 롱 개두지를 와. 저다디 민sam사가 sam다되기 민민대 튼 죄가 매매체. 그다 튼 세례주가 죄가 매매체. ning ju se tuan ji ge ba che